I will be doing this live because most birth signs are ruled by other planets, whereas Leos are ruled by the sun. And the sun is Ra. And the question is Ra El? And the answer is yes. So we are ruled by Ra, which is El. And the reading is Leo, the children of the inner light. The burning heart of Leo, and this is, before I go any further, this is for Leos with integrity only, because Leonians who do not have integrity have not fully evolved into their power yet. I mean, I'm pretty good at integrity, and even I slip up sometimes. Just saying. But it's rare that I slip up. I'm back on track again. I'm holding that integrity. The burning heart of Leo, to ennoble and exalt itself, to rise above the petty and embody the majestic. Its spirit is cast down by indigenous, I'm not sure what this word is. I did not realize. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. My mouth isn't working today. Indignities, and crushed by the use of its power to punish those who have wronged it. It can be a soft and generously affectionate pussycat, or a furious and savage lion or lioness. One moment, please. All of a sudden, I have an itch in my throat, of course. Let's try that again. That was annoying. But it is always a ruler, a sovereign over its own internal light, the light it seeks to share with the world and thereby make it a better place. Little can extinguish its sense of poise in the universe, and few things can diminish its development. Inner radiance, dignity, poise, power, being carried gracefully, nobly of spirit, or nobility of spirit, honesty and integrity. It is also exceptionally generous. It wants to shine in order to warm the world into life. It does not care a bit what the rest of us say about it or how things actually work in the grittiness of the world. Whereas earth signs are connected with physical matters, water signs are connected with emotional matters, and air signs are connected with mental matters. Fire signs, which is Leo, are innately connected to the most sublime and subtle of currencies. Yes, I said currencies. The substance of life itself. Leo is connected to the inner spark of life within each individual thing or being which informs it that it is unique and therefore has unique gifts to share with others. Like the butterfly cluster, just saying. It is part of the fire element, which embraces life as a creative process, but which needs an audience of others in order to witness and receive the emanation of the inner light. As a stable or fixed sign, this process is about an accumulation of an element, in this case, the fire element, which means that the emanation of the inner light in a continuous and ongoing illumination of life does not deplete it, but instead there is a feedback loop which actually strengthens the presence and power of the fire element as it is emulated. Baptism by fire, anyone? You know, the Bible speaks of a water baptism and a fire baptism. Right now, we're going through a fire baptism. Let it burn. One simple way to understand this is to imagine yourself as a performer on stage. That's their opinion, but continuing on. When the audience reacts to you, when you feel connected to the audience, because you have their attention, their energy feeds back into your performance and helps to enhance it. Their opinion. Feedback loop. I give, you take, you give, I take. It's a constant, we're helping each other type scenario. That's the way I would have gone with this. I wouldn't have said all those other useless words, but continuing on. Without an audience to watch you, there is no feedback loop, and you are left shining into an empty, dark place. Well, the light bursts forth from the dark, does it not? It was dark at first, and then all of a sudden, light bursted forth from the darkness. So that's how I would have said that. The stable nature of a stable Leo, if a Leo is stable, I'm going to add. Sorry about the noise. I'm reading this from my messenger, and my friend is trying to message me right now. What bad timing he has right now. But that's okay. I love him anyway. So the stable nature of Leo in a chain is a chain reaction of creative forces, like a nuclear reaction that builds in power the more it receives input, especially adoration. I don't really care about adoration. I just care about helping people for external sources. So it receives input, especially adoration, from external sources. This is why it needs to command some kind of spotlight in life, because without it, the connection to life itself begins to wither. I don't believe that. I've been on my YouTube channel for years, being the light, crying out in the darkness, shining out in the darkness, and I'm not a wussy. That has not bothered me a bit. The ones who are meant to see my channel will indeed see my channel. I'm not a people pleaser. Leo is the singular sign of the sun. I'm going to say that one more again. Leo is the singular sign of the sun. It's like they are one and the same. an electric and radiant expression of the spirit as a bright, commanding, and self-confident display from a centrally fixed depth point. That sounds almost like a fulcrum, but continuing on. The creative urge of the sun given, to Leo seeks to warmly animate things to life. Breathe. Clear. Some will read that again. For years, whenever somebody would start acting dead inside, just out of nowhere, I'd throw some comedy at them and just yell, clear! And they'd be like, what are you doing? Well, you're acting like your heart is stopping, so we're trying to get it pumping again. So I like to do it with comedy. I like to assist with comedy. The creative urge of the sun given to Leo seeks to warmly animate things to life, to bloom and glamorize them, to illuminate and reveal their beauty. It is a sign that is externally focused and directed towards activity in the mental plane where its spirit is most radiant. Yeah, I'm just this little pithy thing on the outside, but on the inside, I cannot even put into words how big I feel inside. I feel like I'm as big as the sun on the inside. There's no other way to say it. The action of Leo, and I want to share that with others. The action of Leo is to consolidate and focus individual power and light upon itself, and then to radiate that quality outward into all directions as charismatic, impressive, and generous creative acts, like my YouTube channel and Facebook page. Like the way a lion roars from the depths of its heart when touched by the dawning sun. It burns with an inner light that refuses to be extinguished, and a spirit of domination which seeks to establish some kind of territory to prowl and shine upon. Now, prowl, no. But I do have the spirit that seeks to establish some sort of correction, love, to share with others. First, I correct myself, then I share that correction with others. And for those who do not know me, if you think I'm harsh on you, it's because I'm that harsh on myself. It's like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? And so if I would kick my own ass verbally, then I'm definitely going to do the same with you, because this life thing is no joke and we have to get it right. This is our last chance right now. I'm telling you, this is our last chance. There won't even be any more reincarnation to try to escape. This is it. You're either going to get it right this time or you're going to get it wrong this time. Attuned so directly and centrally to the light of the sun, planets in Leo instinctively sense the divine majesty and power within them. The power to co-create with life, and in some way will seek to consciously channel this into some form of creativity for which they can be recognized and beloved. I don't care if I'm recognized or loved. I just want to be heard, because I'm only here to help. Another way, of course, this was talking about planets. But for those who are reading into it, I'm trying to make that clear. Another way of looking at this is to say that Leo never really loses the essence of the inner child. And for this reason, it engages life in a spirit of play or comedy and a sense of the sheer joy of being alive. And that inner child is important, and we need to nurture that magical inner child. Leo seeks to reunite with this inner child throughout life by playing games, expressing itself artistically, or showering others with generosity, which they can do because generally these people look at life as an abundant playground. This is not to say they are not serious. When Leo is aroused to anger, you'd better believe they're serious. Lion's claws are savage and direct, giving new dimensions to the phrase brutal honesty, which is what I just stated. Brutal honesty. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? And now I'm going to kick yours if you can handle it. Because we're grown, we're whole grown ass adults, aren't we? We should be able to handle a nice verbal ass kicking every once in a while. Learn how to kick our own asses and whip our own asses into shape for the sake of that magical inner child. So kindness, playfulness, and an awareness that life is meant to be enjoyed and even celebrated are also at the heart of Leo. So when I don't get to live life happily and somebody comes along and shits in my yard, I'm going to have a fucking problem. Leo is radiant and utilizes the fire aspect to shine forth an inner light that warms and melts the heart. This sign is the sign of the kitten, that's the inner child, that pounces as much as the lion that roars. And the two can change places quite quickly. Often the lion will emerge when pride is injured, integrity is questioned, or where there is no other option but an all-out furious attack, which I try not to do. But here recently, it was like the first thing that I went to, and it should have been the last. It's a last resort. We're going to try integrity and comedy first, and love. If integrity and comedy and love don't work, you better believe that furious attack will happen. At most other times, the sign is by default fluffy and cuddly in its attitude. Yes, like a kitten playing with a ball of string. And I made myself a note here. I'm literally only a bitch when I am forced to be one. So, and like I said, I came right out of the box here recently, just attacking. But that's going to be the last resort now. That's if nothing else works. Leos have backbone. Its colors are golden and yellow. Its direction is southwest. Its musical note is F. And in the Hebrew tree of life, it is associated with the 11th path of wisdom, which 11 also wake up number. The integration of individual empathy with individual consciousness, producing the I'm not sure what this word is. One moment, sorry. Oh, it is scintillating. It doesn't look like scintillating, but it is. It's spelled so stupid. Okay. Producing the scintillating consciousness, the essence of the veil, the essence of the veil, the essence of the veil, which is placed before the ordered arrangement of the powers. Who walks this way, walk this way. Okay. Who walks this way, I would say that should probably say whoever walks this way acquires a special dignity and can stand face to face before the cause of causes, which is ascension. Natural born number 3. I'm a natural born. That's 32. This is computers to help me say this word right. Okay, so this 32 path of wisdom is the same as the letter Teth, T-E-T-H, which means snake, which snake, it should actually probably say serpent, wise, be as wise as serpents, but as gentle as doves, the Bible says. The task of which is for the innate to consciously cast their coiled, scintillating consciousness and attain the magic and arcana of the Strength Tarot card, mastery of the mental fluids. So the Strength card is the woman gently closing the mouth of the lion. See, just because I can tear you down to the ground, especially if I know you well, I can tear you down to the ground in order to build you back up. Because if you do not see the error of your ways, you will continue to hurt everyone in your path. But I do not like to have to do that. Anyone who knows me knows I do not like to have to do that. But I was boot camped in that house with those people. I was forced to call family, those dysfunctional narcissists, demonic fucks. But that's what I try to save that for our evil people. I try to save that for evil people. More innocent people, I like to try to help them gently. In all the scriptures, the guru is described to be as good as God, but the guru never says, I am God. Also, if you're a good God, you don't want worship. You just want love and respect, because a good God would want you to be sovereign and free and not bowing before him or her. I'm not looking for worshipers or followers. I'm looking for friends and family that understand that as co-creators, if we are not on the same page, we're going to create a shit show. A monarch without a people is just a person with a pretty crown and no real power. I don't believe that. I don't really need power anyway. I'm not looking for power. Like I said, I'm looking for friends and family to co-create with. And I'm still a monarch either way, whether I am alone or surrounded by many. I know who I am. Leo is the magical expression of individual light as empathy, integration, and consciousness, and symbolic essential meaning, and therefore a key to attaining mastery of the mental fluids, your brain. I don't know why they say mental fluids. The principal magic of Leo is light. Much like the heart circulates warmth and life around the body, so Leo acts to focus and collect the power of the limitless Great Spirit, to release it in some life enhancing, life affirming way. Take me as I am, or watch me as I go. I'm going to go check comments real quick. Hello, Orphan Annie. Hello, Nathan Sanders. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Don't forget to send the link, bro. So let's see. Oh, you know what? I should check this on YouTube. It shows up so weird in StreamYard for some reason. So good day, Orphan Annie. Hi, Nathan. They're saying hi to each other. Brian's going to be on Dose of Reality tonight. I mean, Nathan's going to be on Brian's channel, Dose of Reality, tonight. And he's going to be talking about his recent near-death experience. Nice. Don't forget to tell him that new Mandela effect that the Bible did to us, where the Bible, well, where Jesus said, and I'm paraphrasing, you won't listen to anything that I tell you, but there'll be one that comes after me after I'm gone, and him you'll follow. That can't be found anywhere. All you can find now is that he will send the Holy Spirit after he's gone. That is not what I'm talking about. There was another scripture where he was saying, well, you won't listen to me, but there's another asshat showing up after me. Him you'll listen to. Him you'll follow. Figures. But that scripture is MIA from the Bible now. And we really needed that right now. Because there was one that showed up after he left. And his name was Paul. And Orphan Annie is saying, yeah, those near-death experiences are interesting. If you're not subbed to the Dose of Reality channel, Brian Staveley's channel, I highly suggest you hunt that down and go and sub. Or Nathan, if you're still here, put the link in live chat. Before I end this, and I will be ending it very soon, TikTok. Let's see. I want to do that. So I have to do it this way before I can do it that way. Okay. Refresh. I made Nathan a managing monitor, whatever that means. and gave Orphan Annie a regular wrench. And I don't see him doing it. So Nathan, or I will, one of us will put the link below the video. Well, let me see if I can find it, because I don't really want to put the comment below the video, because it's not about that. Oh, here we go. Never mind, Nathan, I found it. It actually showed up. Like, shocker. Like, seriously. I can't believe it showed up. You're welcome. And notify me. I click to the notify me button. All right. So I got the link. It's done. And now I need to end this because now it's longer than it needed to be and should have been. Until next time, I love you all.